Hello, does this work? Yes, we worked on the first time. Happy Monday, everybody. Why, hello there. I'm Drekken, and we're here for Assembly, where we build a bot that wins together. I am excited to be back, and I have a special treat. I'm going to be... Do I want to get into it? No, you know what? Let me do the intro and talk about what we're doing here and what we're doing at Assembly. And then I'll explain to you what I have for us for today, because I'm a little nervous because I thought this through, but I don't know how this will go. And so I'm a little nervous, but let's talk about what it means to do mob programming. Let's see if I can pull that up for us and have a little conversation about what does mob programming and what are we even doing here at Assembly. And Assembly is, code with me. I feel like I should have had this ready, but I wanted to get started and I felt like I was sitting away too long. But let's see if this will just work. Nope, doesn't work. Okay. Oh, there it is. Sorry, everybody. My intro is not as beautiful as it should be. Okay, let's pop in here. Let's go. Okay. So how does mob programming work? One-on-one, right, if you don't know it. Very similar to pair programming, mob programming is driver, navigator, and the mob. Driver, myself, navigator. Well, actually, anybody who's currently in our membership, who's working with me in our membership, we will swap rotation of the roles of driver and navigator. Driver is going to be the kind of person who is coding, hands on the keyboard, doing the coding. Navigator is like they're looking out to where we're going. And then the mob, which is you guys are the code reviewers. You're going to be giving the ideas, but at the same time, you're looking over the code and helping solve what we're working on. Benefits, increases your code quality, especially if you get to learn from other people, levels you up yourself because you can learn from each other. I know I 100% always seem to learn from, I think that was just, I learned from others. And then you don't have to code reviews, you're getting it done live. And so it's not just your code, it's not just mine code, it's our code, it's a shared code base. And it's a lot easier than having to explain. So those are some benefits of mob programming. Okay, so there's only one driver who's doing the coding, so no multiple coding. Navigator does the reviews and kind of talked about this. No micromanagement, so you're not going to be micromanaging the driver if you are the navigator. And 50-minute rotations, a little 10-minute break, and then my personal rule. These two rules are my personal rules and not really made up of anything to do with mob programming. Is I like to leave on working code. That means commenting out code that's broken if it's if we're working on something in the middle, and then. Or just committing a part that's finished. Like here's this part's finished, we commit, done. And then no judgments. There are people of different levels who would participate or talk or whatever. And no judgments. I think this is a level where we're just here to help, to grow, build with each other. I will be the first to tell you, I am not a master bot maker. I have fallen in love with bot making and I have found it quite fun and enjoyable to build, but I am not a master. So there will be mistakes. There'll be things that for some people seem very simple, but are not that obvious for others. So give suggestions, be helpful, be honest, be, all the good things, but no need to tear anybody down. Okay. So that is our little introduction. Perfect. And so I'm going to get a second to get things together and send a message to Dog Tato and mind me if they want to join me. But today we're going to be working on a challenge I designed around pathing. And so I built this little challenge and I've never done this before. So we're going to do it for the first time live. And essentially, one thing that I've not actually played with is pathing, because all the things I've ever done is had the pathing done for me. So I made this challenge to kind of build a better pathing system for units, or at least to play around with the pathing system. I actually don't know if this challenge will work, but ideally you want to find your way to the solution of where the goal is, and you want to beat that time, or how you find it. So this may or may not be, like, I may change it. This is completely beta, and so we're going to beta test this together. We're going to beta test this, and you're going to give me feedback on it. Let's see if I can actually get it up on the screen. Wow. I actually having a trouble. There we go. That was weird. Okay. Let's see if I can get our, where's our IDE? Okay. And so let's take a look at what we got here. Oh, where's my IDE? Just when I thought we had it all figured out, my code editor disappears on me. Oh, I see, because I had a different project open. That's why it disappeared. Okay, so here we go. So what we have here, and I think the best way to describe and show what we have is, now that I think about it, I may actually want to, I actually might want to create a new repo of this, because this is my, this is of the actual project. But let me run it. Let me run it, and then let me show you what we're looking at. Oh, I have to select the interpreter. What interpreter are we using? We are using, am I not using my, oh, I might have to activate my, my virtual environment. Let's make sure we have the right interpreter and done. Okay, good. Hello, Dyson. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to run this, and you're going to see what I have here, and then maybe this will make sense. We'll see if this makes sense, if you get what I'm saying, and you'll see how this challenge that I have designed works. Oh, snap. I gotta tell it was, that is crap. That is not the right thing. StarCraft. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this, what I've been working on, and I'm hoping this can be a project we work on for the next month. So changes to assembly. This is, you know, something to bring up is that I am actually looking to make assembly more bite-sized. So we'll be working one kind of challenge per month, right? And I'm going to, if, you know, so we're not having these long sprawling month challenges. I'm trying to take it down that we'll be working on one new challenge or one new project or one new whatever a month. And so what that means, if you're in the community, if you're a member of the community, we will also do sort of, you know, pull requests or whatever, or work on it in between. And we'll just save some of the main pieces of projects done on the Mondays, but we can still do. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, I have this little probe, and there is this here is the goal. Right here is, this is the goal. And the challenge is to get this probe to this goal, but you don't know what the coordinates of this is. So you'll have to find the goal on the map somewhere. And so you can, like, it creates your path, and you see your path, and, you know, it's a bit of like a search, you know, and believe it or not, it's not something that may be applicable specifically for bot making. Like, if you're making a bot, you may not need something where you're searching for, like, I think you'll always kind of know. Well, you technically be using, I guess, if you want to search for I don't know, search for expansions or proxies. You know, that could be actually used. Maybe I take it back. You could probably use something like this, you know, this kind of challenge if you're like searching for proxies or whatever. And the idea here is to search and whatever, and then find the goal, and then it ends. So I actually take it back. It could actually be useful if you're using, you know, a search method to scour the map for proxies or to go for points or whatever. The best path for that. And then it prints out the path you took and the pathing efficiency and the total path length. So the challenge is to get there in the least amount of, like, the shortest path length. I think I said the fastest, but I think shortest might be best. Okay, so this is something I myself have never, I finished this last week, and I'm a little nervous because, again, I'm showing this to you on stream. I built this last week, and I'm kind of beta testing with you here. I know assembly is sort of like we're working on a project, so we're kind of working on this project, and oh, hold on, I just realized, sorry, I have my, I have the presentation stuff still open. I need to close that because that's kind of in the way. Hopefully if I just minimize it. Okay, good, perfect. And so, yeah, I'm beta testing this with you. And yeah, essentially what we're going to do is going to play around with this. I have been itching to play around with some algorithms. And I would like to personally, sort of play with algorithms. I never had it. I have not actually put much experience playing around with algorithms. A lot of stuff has sort of been out of the box for me, and I want myself to get some experience using algorithms and using this as kind of a sandbox for it. So I built this to kind of test that. There is some application where you could use this to help you find better proxies, find if someone has lifted their base, how you could kind of scour the map and whatnot to be the most efficient way possible. I don't know. Sky's the limit. And I thought this might be a good challenge for us to do. I think this will be pretty short. So I myself I want to actually play around with some DFS algorithms and BFS. I know these are probably some basic algorithms, but I'd like to see how they work in StarCraft 2 and using them with a bot. You know, obviously the most common pathing algorithm used for pathing in our bot scene or in the bot scene is A star. Maybe we can play around with that, how we can mold the challenge around so people can get access or to play around with A star. I don't know. I still have to kind of think about it. And if you have suggestions, I'm completely open to that. But I got some right now I would like to try with that. So let's go into it. If any of our members would like to join, I'm going to drop the link for the so we're gonna actually have, I'm gonna have the code with me. So if you want to code with me, host a new session. We'll see if just hopefully, yeah, perfect. It just gives me it. Okay, and I'm gonna drop this in the Discord. So you to be a member, and I guess this is part of it. I'll just do a little bit of a plug while we get this started. Let's drop this in the chat. Boop. And I'm going to say, I'm going to actually ping a couple of people, see if they are up for it. Okay, actually, Mind Me has not returned. So see if Dog Tado's around if he wants to join. And let's drop this in here. Okay, cool. I'm going to get our music started. We'll get the music started. We'll get back into the coding sphere. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Maybe bring it down just a little bit. Even in my own ear, I might bring it down a bit. Okay. Okay, so let's also clone the repo because this is just my test. This is the actual project file, and I still, let's see if we can actually Control-Shift-P, get clone recursive. What do we got here? And we'll call this. Oh, good. I was like, did it just open my entire files to the stream? It did not. Lucky me. We'll call this, let's call this assembly. I don't know, just call this assembly. Assembly. And then this is pathing. We'll say a pathing. Pathfinding. Finding, sure. Oops. Okay, that did not work. That was weird. Okay, let's try this again. We'll just let's open a new window. I actually think I need to switch the IDE a bit so you guys can see it, because I think it has opened a different one. Yeah, I might have to actually redo this. Okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. So we got our code open up. I'm actually going to close the old one because I think that one is still open. So I actually need to also close this session. How do I do that? We'll find out, I hope. Okay, cool. I closed it because I actually need to open it here. Let's try this again. Perfect. All right, we got a new session. I'm going to put that up there. It's in the Discord. And if you want to join, oh, speaking of, Dog Tato's here. Sweet. Though I can't hear him, so I don't know if he's actually typing anything. Oh. Ah, now I can hear him. Now I can hear Dog Tato, and I hope you guys on the stream can hear Dog Tato, because... Oh, I just closed it. It's a new link now. So, give me a second. I'm going to find out why your audio isn't popping through. If you could just say some... Okay, hold on. Okay, one sec. Let me try something else. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try moving Discord's audio. Audio. Ah, I see why. Okay, voice chat. Now it should work.
Test.
Yep. All right. Gotcha. Okay, so you missed a little bit of the introduction. I don't know. Actually, maybe. I don't know how long you've been sitting here. I just noticed you
Not
now.
long.
Okay. So we're going to be playing around with algorithms. We'll be doing a little bit of playing around with algorithms. I will give you, I'm assuming you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, I'll do a little bit of demonstration what we're doing this. So I created a little challenge. Get this. Oh, I have to activate my environment. Oh, do I have to create a new one? Oh, I do have to create a new environment. Question is, am I gonna have to reinstall all the requirements? We'll find out. If I did know that. Did the link work for you, Dog Tato?
Well,
it's the same thing, ping, but I remade the link.
I see.
Okay, there we go. And then let's see if I activate my... Oh, what happened there? Oh, shit, I was... Okay, you just... you might have to rejoin. I saw it and I just closed it because I was like, I don't know what that is. Okay, authorize.
Right.
Okay, hopefully it lets you in. I might have to do a quick... Hopefully
code together guide.
Yeah, the code together. Yeah, so I switched IDEs, so that's why it's not the regular one. So hopefully it shouldn't be too much different from.
It's probably more polished experience here.
Is
Less
it?
jumpy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just because it's made the website made specifically for this versus an extension.
Oh, okay. I actually have not gotten on the other side, so I don't know. This is I'm actually to do install requirements. Is it pip install requirements? Pip install requirements. Cannot remember.
It says there in the error itself, Python-m pip install-r requirements. It's the colored portion of the path.
Can you see it from yours?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Can you see me highlight that?
I cannot see your highlight. You can. I didn't know you could see the terminal though.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's actually like below where you're typing in the terminal, so it's kind of weird. But it's -m or what is pip install -r requirements.txt.
Yeah, install -r requirements.txt. Did I spell requirements right? I think so. Let's find out.
Spelled it the same as they did.
Yeah. Oh, is that working? It looks like it's working.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like we're looking pretty good here. Okay. Okay. So once those requirements are showing, I'll give you a rundown. I created this little map to play around with algorithms with. Pathing in SC2. Wow, it's taking a long time for this. Is this still working? Okay, it's still going. Okay, never mind. It worked. It's done. Let's run. Let's see if I can please just run. Oh my god. Oh, I know what needs. Okay, give me a sec. I need to add the map analyzer data. I'll just copy paste it from the older one. So this is using the extension called Python SC2 map analyzer, which essentially gives back data from the map to the to your bot to get information about the map. So hopefully, I'm just going to copy my own compiles from the last one so we don't have to do anything long and arduous. Let me see if I can find it. Map analyzer, cert text. Got it. So right now I'm going to describe for you because I can't really show my folders. This is quite messy. We have to put some of the files from the map analyzers inside the module, and I think that's just sort of the data on the maps. Let's find out. I think. Whoops, this is not the right place to paste it. Map analyzer. Perfect. Okay, let's try now. Let's see if this will run. I don't know if I have to compile it or if it'll just. Oh, okay, it works. Woo! Okay, I didn't have to do anything special. Okay, so Dogtata, if you can see, hopefully you can see the game screen. This should be loading up.
Yep.
Okay, and you can kind of see what we got to work with here. So right now, the challenge is you got to take this, and I'll probably have it. I have this map, and you have to get this probe to the goal. That's it. You just got to get the probe to the goal. But you don't actually know the coordinates of the goal. So you got to find it. I don't know if I'll end up making the goal like move around, but for now, I just left it as static because I think it'd be easier. So this is just me controlling it manually so we can get an idea of what we got to do. So we have this probe. and the probe has to get to this beacon. That's what you gotta do. And then you can actually see the path the probe takes visually as a search. And it just like moves around. And the idea is you gotta find a way to get the probe to this beacon. I think the initial goal is just to get it to the beacon, but you could say that, you know, ideally the most efficient way possible. But and then it prints out the path your probe takes. I may actually get rid of this because this may not be that useful. Like, but I guess you can actually technically get the final coordinate now that I think about it. And technically you wouldn't have the whole printout of the map from there, but and then it gets you how long it took, and then how long, like the direct distance, like the Euclid from it, and then the efficiency. So for today, or for this particular one, I wanted to play around with algorithms, and actually I don't know how much experience you have personally playing around with algorithms, Dog Tato, but I personally have next to none. I have some basic.
I have a fair amount, and my pathfinding is one of the few parts of Potato that works pretty well.
Hooray! I recruited the best possible person to help me with this, so this is good. So that's fantastic. But I actually have never tried to place. I personally have never actually tried to put one in like StarCraft 2 or working with StarCraft 2. So that alone will be its own interesting thing. So you know what? Why don't I actually get you to lead and I'll follow? I have some sample code though that I was playing around with, and so maybe we can work from that. What do you think?
Sure. So
can you let's see if I can. Oh, I can see I think I saw your cursor. I just want to see if I can see it again. If you just click somewhere so I know. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I do see your cursor. Yeah. Perfect. Let me see.
I think you can click my name on the right to maybe follow it.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
You have a different panel. It's like the code together live.
Okay, hold on. Yeah,
that panel.
Yeah. Can I just say follow Dog Tato? Go to your own cursor. Okay. I think I just follow you. I think I just click on it and it just lets me follow you. See if you can move it around and.
It doesn't seem to be reacting.
What if I just click on this eye?
Yeah, click the eye.
Oh,
yeah, now it seems to be
join cursor.
Kind of reacting.
View cursor location. Oh, I just have to say. Okay, now I'm reacting to you. Okay, got it. Now I got it. I am reacting to you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
there's so it's everything below the to do and the to do parts that we can modify. I'm going to put up on this screen the code I was working with, because I was actually originally going to, if no one's going to show up today, I was going to actually work on a breadth first BFS and a DFS, just a little algorithm to kind of scour the map to find the location originally. Mm-hmm. And so I have some pseudocode. So let me see if I can pop it up on the screen, which is, let's see if I can get my little notes up here on the screen. Oh my God, I just did not. See if I can share this part of my screen. Mind me, he's like, I've never done pathing. Good. So okay, so that's actually, that makes me feel a little bit better, because I thought personally that, you know, I felt a little stupid because I was like, shit. Like, I was talking to Rasper about this, and he's like, you know, everyone uses A star. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to play around with pathing. I kind of want to learn pathing. And I was like, you know what? I actually don't know what I'm doing. So I was like, okay, well, you know what? The best way to learn is just to try. And you know, I thought this would be a great way to get a better understanding of how pathing works in the game and to play around the game. Like, obviously, I don't think I'm going to invent a better pathing system than A star, or, you know, some people are playing with Dijkstra, but I thought it would be kind of fun to get under the hood. So let me finish display cursor, display capture. That is my display. I just want to capture a window capture. There it is. Window capture. Found it.
So what I did was I broke the map up into zones, and it was just basically the same as picking like what's the word, like a graph, pathing grid points.
Yeah, so that's actually good you mentioned this. Another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to play around with influence maps. We're not doing that today or anything like that, but part of the evolution of my challenge, I'm hoping, is it will be influence maps and to play around with that and other different. So this first part is just to get to the path, and then I would add like little things in there so you actually don't let the probe get destroyed, and then maybe that the actual location of the thing moves. So the basic one is just to. Sorry, actually it went off on a tangent, but yeah.
Yeah, but the idea of mine was like you could take any point on the map and use that to look up a zone, and then so you could say destination point, start point, and then get the two zones, and then I had it cached all of the paths between zones. So
what would that end up doing when you did like that?
It means that, like, when I say, okay, here's a unit at this position, I want it to go here, and it'll quickly spit me out like a set of points along the way, such that like I can go like straight between the points. I could say like go straight to this point in this zone, and it wouldn't get stuck on something.
Okay. And
it doesn't account for buildings though.
So. Okay, so like you don't have any influence maps or anything like that. It's just we're just talking straight up pathing point A to point B.
Correct.
Cool. That's good because that's what we're playing around with now.
I haven't really thought how to do influence maps.
Good. That means the next part of this, when I start playing around with influence maps, we'll both get a little bit of a lesson, because part of my next project I'm working on trying to make a disruptors shots. I have to play around with influence maps. So this is actually how I got into this rabbit hole. Was I was like, oh, I actually want to learn influence maps because I have to do this disruptors thing. And then like, actually, I don't know very much about influence maps. And then I'm like, you know what? I actually don't know even much about pathing either. So that's how we got here. That's a bit of a roundabout way. Crap! I just lost my notebook on my browser scene. Sorry about that. I actually don't know where it just went. Oh, there it is. Found it. Sometimes streaming is a little tough because there's so much aspects to it. Okay. Put this behind my camera. Okay. Let's see if we can put this up on the screen. Cool. I don't know if I don't hope that might be too small. Is that too small? Can I just zoom in? Zoom in. Okay. Whoops.
I really wanted my units to walk in formation, so I had to do pathing so they would know which way the formation should face as they march.
So Dyson had exactly what he was saying. I wanted to do, so I want to do BFS. So we initially, let's pretend we can't see. Can I actually just kill this terminal? Can I just clear it? Clear terminal. Okay. Because let's pretend we don't know the location of the goal. And so I want to do like a search for the goal. We'll take the thing and then we'll do like a path straight to the goal. So that's how we'll go about it. We'll say that the person doesn't know what the goal is and he has to do a search to find the goal. So I kind of like started off this BFS. It's not written for StarCraft. I kind of like just wrote it out as is, but I think we can adapt something. Yeah, this is my BFS. Okay. Okay, let's get started, Dog Tato. I'll let you take the cog.
Okay.
Hold on.
So let's see.
Am I still following you?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm just wondering how much to pull up my own code to crib off of.
You can do that too.
just to remember like where like certain pi SC2 pieces of data are, if anything.
Pi SC2 or Python SC2? I'm like, are you playing around with some machine learning there?
I forget which is which.
Okay, no, Pi SC2 is the one
been
with
a
like,
minute.
yeah, no.
All right, so
let me get this mob air conditioner going.
let's see. Map has
add dog Tano. Dog Tano.
From here. It's,
and you can use anything you need to help you get it. Like, you don't have to like come from straight from your brain. It's okay. All right.
okay, here it is. The bot.gameinfo.pathinggrid. What has pathical positions?
Where's the timer? Can I change this timer? 15 minutes. Here it is. 15 minutes. Save.
Let's just to type something.
Oh my God.
This is inherited from, but yeah, so it'll just be self dot. So that tells us where we can walk, I believe.
Do we have to import anything?
No.
Okay.
This is just part of bot AI. And then we want to say, I guess.
I'll actually take this code off of the screen because I think you got something going already. Actually don't need the timer too. I have to take this. Can I just take off this browser?
And do we know the destination?
We don't. So that's the kick. We need to figure out the destination first.
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying we got to do either a BFS or DFS search to get the coordinates of where the destination is. And then once we get the destination, we got a path to
it. What do you mean find it? So it's like not in the game?
Sorry,
it's not like a map info.
So it's in the so it's not a like what's it called? It's not a starting base or a not like a starting base, and it's not like a actual like coordinate in the game. Like the goal itself is not a API induced coordinate.
Oh, is it show like does it have to be visible to be discovered? Not.
It does not.
Because it looked like the probe went to it before, like navigated directly to it before it knew where it was.
Well, so there's no fog of war, and the probe navigated because I clicked it because I knew where it was. But I was just demonstrating it. So the actual goal is unknown. It's somewhere on the map. So you have to get to the goal.
How does it become known?
So when the probe reaches the goal, the thing ends, and it prints out the path it took to get it. So the last.
Oh, so it's not visible at all.
No.
It just has to wander and check every point on the map.
Correct, until it finds it.
Okay. So this is just map traversal, less than pathfinding.
Yes. Well, so when I designed it, I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to design it. Like
technically, that's a depth first search.
Yes.
Yes.
Depth.
Because it's checking one path, and the path just gets longer and longer until it.
DFS would be better until it finds it. Yeah. So DFS. Let's do DFS.
Okay. Okay, so we don't know the destination. So really we just need like
So if we just do a list, or you just do visited positions.
yeah, we need to not go to places again if we've visited them. Although we might cross places we visited on the way. I mean, probably want to like sort of spiral or something if we want to actually make it efficient and not just like find the nearest spot you haven't visited and go there, which will like bounce around a lot probably.
I mean, I was
Maybe
thinking,
it
what if
won't.
we went from one point to the end of the map to the other? I don't know if that might not be the most efficient. I guess I didn't know what the best way might be.
That I think maybe just like find the next spot you haven't visited, the closest spot you haven't visited, and go there. So if you get into a corner, it'll then like have to cross some places it's already gone, but
Yeah.
it
Oh,
shouldn't
interesting.
be it shouldn't be retreading the same ground too often doing that. Whereas if you pick on the other side and it like barely
Oh, we don't have
misses
to
it somewhere in the
crisscross.
middle,
Yeah,
like
it'll
you might
crisscross.
it might take a lot longer. The big O of that is pretty bad. Okay, so probe starts here. So let's instead say next. And then
So you're gonna end up putting okay, you're gonna put it in a function or a method. Get next position. Interesting. Okay.
yeah, yes. Maybe I remember
Do
my
we
syntax.
did we import point? Yeah, point 2 and point 3 are in. Never
Oh,
mind.
yeah, it is already.
Yeah, they're there. Point 2 and 3 are already inside.
Yeah, that's the right logic. So, although I write syntax, it's been a minute since I wrote Python, so I had to remember.
That's okay.
So let's see. We'll have a list. Well, maybe we'll have like unvisited points. And then the question is there, I mean,
So, what with the get next position? Well, I guess let me. I want to make sure I understand how you're going to do it, so I have a good idea. You're going to essentially get it to go to as far as it can't go, and then start over back from the initial point, or are you going to have it go just try to cover places that it hasn't visited and just store them?
yeah, so I think what I'm thinking now is we take every point in the pathing grid and we add it to a set of
No, okay.
unvisited positions. And then we just or a list. We just loop. Yeah, I might as well just make it a
I
list.
think you
Then
just
we
loop.
just
Yeah, we loop over it.
loop over it and check the distance to each point. And if something is distance 1, then we can stop early and just go to that one. So
So
make
wait to
it
distance 1. So
yeah, because we're not going to find anything closer than distance 1.
yeah. Oh, true.
So let's see. So we need to initialize that. So iterate over this. Pathing grid. Yeah, okay. We say X. So,
Pathing grid. Okay.
So this will give us all the XY pairs that are in the pathing grid.
Okay.
Although we have to check if they're actually pathable.
To answer your question, mind me, I believe we are like I know Raspberry has a solution to use like the old patch, but I'm just using pretty much the most recent 5.13, 14. Where are we? Patch.
Pathing grid is apparently
5.0.14. So for X in range, I'm gonna be just talking out loud because I just want to understand what you're doing. So for X in range, and you're just going over the pathing grid width, the for in range, path grid height, for an XY point, and you're just storing that. A pen dot point, okay. Does it let you see my the autofill? I'm curious if it shows.
It let me autocomplete a pin. It lets me do some stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Not sure why other stuff doesn't, but I guess that's basic Python, so it figured it out.
I didn't know if it was the autocomplete or not.
So this will give us all of the positions initially in the list. And then here we can say.
And do we have to do that? Oh, this is on start. I see. I was like, this is not on. The closest. Okay. Unvisited positions. I just realized.
Trying to remember what the distance function is. Let's see.
Up to.
It would be.
There we go.
Maybe it's in here. Oh, distance 2. Okay.
Oop. Oh, I looked away. Sorry, where? Oh, yeah. Okay, the position.py.
This
position.distance to
unvisited. Is it position or pause on a unit?
I believe it is POS. POS. Unit.POS?
Unit. Oh, it's going to be a property.
I think it is POS.
Cash property is position. I think 0.2 has POS as an internal.
Yeah.
That might be what you're thinking of.
Oh. That is probably the dot position, no? Unit dot position?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there is dot position for sure. So unit, where it was unit dot position dot distance to dot.
So,
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, I hope I don't mess up you by. Oh, I do if I move it.
I mean, it doesn't mess up me.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it just brings me back. Okay, good. I just wanted to just
I
go
selected individual cursors, and then we can say if distance.
So if distance is equal to.
Or
You know, it didn't light up. Interesting.
actually, we'll say if
And then you're just having it pop out.
and then yeah. And then it'll just need to also remove that point
From the
list,
from the list, right?
which
Yeah, self unvisited position, remove closest point.
I'm trying. Well, I'll just be lazy about this. Python has some ways to like do it better, probably.
+1. Okay, yeah, I'm following you so far.
Because I think the way to remove from a list, as I recall,
All right, after this one, let me give it a shot.
well, we wouldn't want to remove it until we actually visit it. Now that I think about it.
You mean
So,
visited like the location, right? Or the unvisited
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So maybe don't need any of that actually. Which is it's ugly.
That's okay.
But then what we need to say, in on step, we need to.
This is on. Are we on start right now? Is this on start? Yeah, this is on start. Okay, got it.
Well, no, this is in the on step to get the next position. But what we should do first is
Wait. Oh yeah, you're gonna. That's the method you're gonna create, though.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just naming it before writing it. Which again, I'm not going to write. I guess this could do it too, honestly.
That's I would initially. That's what I was gonna say. Was just put it inside the. Oh, okay, interesting. You just put it inside there. Okay. Cool.
A comment, and then Okay, so
All right, let's do a switch and let me get my hands in there. I'll
Yeah.
let you direct me since you already have the vision of where we're going. Let me just switch the next to. Whoops, skip. Okay. Start. Okay, let me give it a shot. Let me follow my own cursor. Okay. Okay, what were you building here? So were you building the you were gonna make this its own method, the remove current position from unvisited. You were actually just gonna have it pop out inside the get position when we call it?
Correct.
Okay.
So I think we'll probably need to take the unit position and round it, possibly. I assume it's not already rounded.
Inside this, inside
Or
every time we
maybe
call it. So like.
Yeah, I don't remember how that works because like the pathing grid is just integers.
X and Y's. Yeah. Now,
is the unit position integers?
I would say wait, so what was the question?
Can it be decimals?
I believe it's X and Y. I'm pretty sure unit positions are X and Y.
Okay.
I think all point twos are X and Y.
Well, it's simplest to just try it that way, and if it fails, then
we could also just print it out and see. We could just put it in and have it printed out, and then see. But I'm pretty sure it's X. No, it is X and Y. Of course. What am I talking about? I did it when I was doing the. They have it printed out.
Yeah, position. But it's whole numbers, doesn't have a decimal component to the X and Y.
Oh, let's find out. That's a good question.
I think we might need to round them.
What's the best way to round them? Just to
actually 0.2 has a dot round function in it.
Does it?
Yes. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's line 193 in position.py.
Okay. How did you plan to use that? Was that gonna how were you gonna use it initially? The rounding, or is that just for?
Right. So unvisited positions. We need to find the current unit position, and if it's in that list, we need to remove it from the list.
So would that be probe dot, or it's unit dot because we're passing the probe in, would it be passing in the unit dot position?
Yeah, unit dot position. So it's like we need, maybe you can say dot remove unit dot position. That might work. I feel like that's going to be an object, and so. And it would need to be like unit dot position dot round.
Unit dot position dot.
But then I'm wondering.
Rounded. Did we have to do that?
Yeah, dot rounded it works too. There's two different.
Is there? What was the other one?
Yeah, round lets you specify the decimals. Rounded is just, I think.
Well, I'll do rounded. If we need, we can change the round.
We don't need. Yeah. Here's forms of
self-visited position. Could we do self-visited position? Self-visited in it rounded equals unit dot position rounded. No. So
but then my concern is that these are 0.2 objects, and so this will be like a different 0.2 object, even if it has the same numbers.
How are you gonna? How do we?
Could be wrong, but
well, okay, we'll leave that for a second. So I was thinking for get the next position. So next position to check.
Oh yeah, it needs to return closest position.
What does the
function closest point?
This the get next position.
Yes.
Okay. Whoops.
Yeah, there.
All right. Return. Closest point. Okay. Okay, and then next, how do we want to use it? Just use it on step? Just on step, just say like, or did we already call this? Yeah. Oh, here it is. Next position to check. Da da da. And then
It needs to tell it to actually move there.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. What's the best way to do it? Let's. So I just
Probe
remember.
dot move probably.
So wait, if
Yeah, move.
probe dot move next position to check. So if next position to check, probe dot move next position to check. And then is this gonna loop properly? Am I thinking of this? Yeah, okay.
Well,
so if next
we
position
should
to
probably
check. Okay.
it should probably have some memory of where it's headed. So each step it doesn't like
just keep going over and over again to the same one.
In theory, or we could see if it does that first.
Yeah, let's see what let's see what it does, and then if it bugs out, then we'll. Oh, did I mean units?
Oh, unit might not have been imported.
Oh yes, you're right. It is. Unit's not imported, so it is. Is it unit?
No, it's a separate file. Just copy and paste that line and then delete the S's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, it's SC2 unit. I don't know. I should have known that one. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. This is the first time I have run it with actual code in it. I designed it and I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. So
I'm fairly sure it won't work well.
I mean, I just want to see it working. Let's see what happens.
Like it might get stuck.
That's okay.
Immediately.
I'm curious to see what visually it's going to look like.
Because the position it's already on will be in the unvisited list.
Oh.
But it'll probably check a position that's distance 1 from it first and go there instead. But then it won't. It'll constantly, like, whenever it finds something.
It just died.
Yeah, or it'll just crash.
It takes 1 positional argument, but 2 were given. What was this?
Let's see. Get next position.
Which line was this? 56. Next position equals self.get position.
Needs self.
Oh. Okay, I got it.
Function
self.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Actually, is there anything else that needs self? Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's fine.
We only added the 1 function.
I'm excited. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay, it died. What happened here?
Unvisited positions.
I had a
self.unvisited positions.
It just needs self.unvisited positions?
Yep.
Still not. Oh, okay. It is lighting up now. You know what? I saw it was all white, and I was like, I don't know if you can see the not pylons, whatever it is.
I see it on your screen, but
it doesn't show you in yours. Oh, okay.
Maybe I just need to install. Probably not.
So I think. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, it started to move and then it died.
X not in list. Yeah, so this, you can't remove something if it's not in there, so you could just wrap it in a try.
It's where? So here?
Yeah, or you could, yeah, simplest just do that, but.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a value error, so. Well, that does sort of imply that that won't work. I mean, it could have. It could be like, I'm at this position, so I remove it, and then the next step is still
Couldn't we
kind of
add-
at the position,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's correct that it would fail then. So you can't say whether it's working or not based on that error.
Oh, it's moving. Shit, it's moving. Oh, fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
gonna like going distance ones, which is orthogonal.
Oh, that's so fucking cool. It's moving. Oh, cool. Oh, shit. Yeah.
And where is it trying to find?
It is trying to find this little beacon.
Might take it a while.
Oh, what happened? Oh, what did it do when it crossed its own path? Is it gonna get? Oh, it somehow. How did it get out of there? Huh. I actually wanted to see how it was gonna get, because we said don't go over a spot that you already do. So wouldn't it not go past these spots here? I wonder how it got out.
Well, it was going in theory to a spot on the other side.
Oh, I see. It was trying to go there and it just ended up just going.
But it's also possible that that spot didn't really. It's still in the unvisited list, so it might have just doubled.
So maybe
up.
it just jumped over and they just You're right. This might take a while.
You spawn a faster unit.
That's a good question. I ended up I could have. It doesn't have to be a probe. I guess I gotta put it as a Reaper. Now that I think about it in hindsight, when I design. So I just designed this last week, and a Reaper probably could be the. Like, this is the first time I'm actually running it live because I wasn't sure what was going to be the best. Oh, what is it going to do here?
Yeah, I'm curious where it can't get on.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it does get stuck. It can't, I guess, get there.
Is it trying to go to the mineral? And it's just getting stuck?
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder what the best. How do we get it to not get stuck? Huh.
I mean, the easiest way would be to check if it's still in the same spot and just give up on that position.
The debug drawing slows. Maybe only print the most recent tiles it walked. Interesting. Admittedly, I liked having the visual of it, but I wonder if it might have been better to have the debug on the mini map than the actual game map. I don't know. That is a good question. Sorry, what you're saying? I was just responding to Dyson's comment.
I mean, just saying we could maybe just give up on the position if we see if the probe is still in the same spot.
Yeah, maybe we can say if cannot move, go to the next.
Yeah, before we say get next position, we could say, is the probe still in the same spot it was?
Oh, interesting. If the position is the same,
then
check if the position is the same, then remove it and then go to the next one.
Yeah, we could remove the well, we don't.
We could
next
skip.
destination.
We could skip the current one. We could skip the like. We'll say like go to the next destination on it, like a maybe plus. No, because that might if it's going. What if it's going in the same direction that like if it's trying to go to the way the minerals are, then it'll just go to the next. Try to go to the next mineral.
Well, if we just remove the point it's trying to go to from the unvisited positions list, then it should be fine.
Yeah, it'll just keep going, trying to do the next one. Okay, well, actually, that's perfect. Now it's your turn. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh, actually, does it actually give us a printout of what we did? Oh, it doesn't. Only when it's finished, it gives the printout. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, so you're adding a last scout position and destination? Last scout position and a scout destination. Interesting. Wait, is it?
So then we'll see.
Probe's dot position. Oh, no, to probe. Interesting. Okay. You wouldn't check against the position of the probe?
It takes either.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Distance to, let's see. Here it is. It takes a union of unit or 0.2.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I was just dot position. No, I believed you. I believed you.
So if the probe hasn't moved.
So if the probe is in the same spot.
Then self no, we want
last scout position. Oh no.
Destination. If it hasn't made any progress towards that position, then give up on it.
So remove that particular destination. Got it.
That's it.
Okay, let's try it. So I'm thinking about what I want to do. It was like this was challenge 1. And then I think the next challenge I wanted to do was that you have to get to the destination without getting attacked. I might make it a Reaper instead of a probe, but I wrote a little story for it because you're supposed to be like printf's probe and you're supposed to find the location, but maybe. For those who are watching and you have suggestions for how to either improve on this challenge, like I said, I just finished it last week. And this is, you're right, kind of seeing me beta testing it right now. This is kind of a beta test of this little challenge. Initially, I kind of, distance 2. What's wrong?
None type, yeah.
Oh.
honestly, this should probably need. Needs that also. Although, actually, in this case, we probably know for certain that it's in the list. We just got it from the list. So maybe we don't need that. Right. That might work.
Okay, let's try it.
Oh, wait, it never sets last scout position, maybe?
Oh, do you want me to restart? Wait, what happened?
Yeah. Just
See where it goes.
Yeah. Didn't ever actually set that value.
Oh. So next self scout, something's up with next self scout. Is that?
No, I added this line.
Okay. On my side, it says next self scout is not lit up. Did we not define that? Is that self? That's supposed to be something's off with that one. In this line
wait,
here.
next. Oh. Yeah, what is.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know where that next came from.
Neither do I. Might have been an auto. Yeah, so I think maybe I'll keep the first part. Oh, here it goes.
It's faster.
What?
Or maybe it slows down as it goes. I forget.
It is faster. Did we do something to make it faster? It's actually moving a lot quicker. Holy shit. No heuristics. It's just... Oh. Okay. I think that kind of worked. You didn't get stuck on the geyser.
No, it cuts across for some reason.
Yes.
Maybe... I don't know.
I don't know why. I thought we told it not to go. Oh, whatever. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna get stuck in the same spot?
It should. Or, I mean, it should go to the same spot. It's probably going to be deterministic in the path it takes. Yeah, he just slows down as there's more squares it's drawing.
Oh. Yeah, I think Dyson was saying too that maybe it should just be the most latest squares in the debug as opposed to...
Yeah, you could trim it even to like 50 and it would probably... Is this a different path?
It's a different... Yeah, this is a different path. It cut through the minerals last time.
But did it? Or did it cut through now?
Yeah, let's go try now. Oh! It worked!
Yeah,
oh.
And then it...
Yeah, I did it. Oh! Hold on. Okay.
This takes it a step to see that it's still in the same spot.
Yeah. This is a weird spot. This is weird.
I don't think it'll get stuck. But
no, it didn't.
It'll repeatedly try going there and be like, oh no.
What if it'll come back? Try to come back there again?
It shouldn't, because the reason it's moving on at all is that it's not in the candidate list. So it should never try that spot again. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it popped out these spots. So it's actually not, it's crossing these spots. The debug is drawing where it's going, but it's not necessarily testing that spot. So it's skipping it. It just, oh,
Is that a 1x1 cube?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's offset by 0.5.
Are you talking about the cube?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we'll probably speed it up by reducing the. Oh, it's on its way. That's kind of cool. I have to say this is actually kind of cool. Would be nicer if I just kind of had it on the minimap, though. I wonder if can you draw debug with the minimap? I wonder.
You could even have multiple probes doing it at once.
Yeah, it's okay. I think we will do the debug limiting. I think we may have a solution. It's just gonna take forever if we. Okay, let me change the debug. Even though I kind of can't stop watching this. It's so mesmerizing. Where do we gotta change that? Where is my map and colors?
It's down at the bottom probably. So you have points.
Box underscore R. Actually, how would I make it temporary?
Draw path box gets called from here. Draw point list gets called here. Self.path is where you store it. So where do you add? Path is added to here. So I think in on step where you're appending to path.
Because I kind of took this part of the code from a different.
You know what? The easiest way to do it is where you say for point and points. Just do like.
Where is? Because I actually want to add that to my master one as well. My master
templates. Line 97.
Well, let me jump to your cursor.
Just added. We'll just say instead of drawing all the points in the list, just draw the last 50.
Let me just open up my other one. I'm just gonna make sure I get. Oh, I don't have it open. Just I'm gonna put a to do and come check. To do. Add to main template. Cool. This was all you changed, right? To the 50?
Yep.
Okay.
So now it should just do the most recent.
Or maybe we can even go closer to 25.
Sure.
Well, actually, let's do 15. Let's see how it looks, and then I'm trying to think.
It felt like it slowed down, like
around 50. Is that what you said?
Like more like 70 or so.
Okay.
Possibly.
Let's see let's see how quickly we can get this bot running around.
I wasn't counting that closely.
I was eyeballing it personally. Okay, everyone. So those of you watching, I don't know what you guys think of this challenge. Like I said, originally I did it because I wanted to play around with. This is part 1 of the challenge. I should point out the other one would have. I'd add enemies on it. You'd kind of have to avoid them and have them spawn in random places. So that would be a little bit more with pathing. But I thought I would do the first part of the challenge would be to find the location. And I think the second one, I don't know if I guess I'll make it static. Wait, let me check my notes. What did I say I was going to do?
Yeah, I mean, to do a meaningful pathing algorithm, you have to have a destination in mind.
Oh, this one's fun. Okay, this one's moving really quickly.
Well, it always starts out quickly. But now...
Oh, it stopped. It just did 15 minutes, stopped.
Oh, maybe I... A pin...
But it's moving faster, so that's fine. But I'll figure out how that.
I guess the colon goes on the other side, and it wants. Or maybe I forgot how that syntax works. Let's see.
So I guess maybe what I'll do for the next one, it'll just be at the end, because if I have it, you're right, you're gonna want a destination on the destination. So maybe what I will do for the second challenge, I will move the goal, and it'll probably be in the main base, and I give the coordinates. I give you the coordinates of where it is. Perhaps maybe that's it, or maybe I just make it the goal is.
Yeah. Okay, I did that backwards.
You did it backwards. Okay.
It should be 50 colon.
And then the goal can be, ooh, look at, it's just going all over the place. He's so cute. And then the goal is just the main base. Maybe it's just the main base, and you have to get to the main base as safe, then your enemy main base as safely as possible. But I don't know, since this is a custom map, it doesn't have a spawn point, and it doesn't have a enemy spawn point. So maybe I'll have to still give the coordinate of the main base. I don't know. Oh, it's so cool. Look how he's moving. He's searching. Yeah, I'm totally going to keep this as the first challenge. And then I'm going to modify the next one where you actually know the destination and you just have to path it safely. So you have to get there safely. And I'll have the enemies randomly spawn is what I'll do. Maybe it's like Marines or something, and it randomly spawns. So you have to get there safely.
I would say pathing there, even without enemies, is a totally separate algorithm.
Really?
Yeah, because you usually want to find like a short path there.
Yeah, but I feel so. This was my problem. I originally was thinking about that, but then I was like, how? Like, if you try to do that, won't the StarCraft actually? Never mind. If you do pathing, you'll do it one step at a time, right? You do. I was like, if you give the person this is how I ended up making it a random spot. So like, if you give the person the spot, they might just try to, move to XYZ and then let the StarCraft 2, like the StarCraft 2 engine just take you where you need to go. So I was like, okay, well, how do I do this? How do I make a challenge that like you just don't try to? Well, I guess you just give them the honor system. You just do the honor system that you like. Obviously, if you try to do the challenge, you're not gonna want to just move.
I mean, you'd want to say like, okay, do it in like distance 1.
Yeah, is that the best idea? Like I was thinking, but I was like, oh, how do I make this that the person doesn't have to? Maybe I'm overthinking. I might have just been overthinking. It's like if you just tell the person to do it as distance 1, then if you want to do the challenge, you're gonna want to do the challenge. You're gonna want to do the challenge to do the challenge, as opposed to where I was like, oh, what if I try to make it so that? Oh, he's so cute. I love how this probe is just moving around. He's so cool. How do I make it that it's like, oh, you have no choice? And that's how I ended up making this random spot, because I'm like, oh, you can't just rely on the StarCraft or the API to just go to point A and B. But you're right. If you just tell the person that number 2 is just to get their safest. Oh no, the shortest path.
Oh no, is it stuck or is it there?
Is it stuck?
Might be stuck.
He might be stuck.
Yeah, maybe it's like sort of fluctuating between 2 decimal positions where it's not registering this stuck. I don't know why it takes so long in a position to realize it's stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck. It didn't get stuck on anything else. I don't know why it got stuck now. I wonder if it leaves him long enough, whether he'll just fix himself. No, he might actually be genuinely stuck. Oh, that's unfortunate. He'd done so well. Oh. He'd done so well. I thought he was gonna. Oh, he got tired. Or the rounding made it harvest instead of move. I hope not. I mean,
yeah,
I think
it's.
And that would be gathered though. I don't think if it just moves on. Maybe. Because I don't think it just moving on this spot in the API causes it to gather. I think you have to actually use like gathering or gather for it to actually start taking minerals or whatever. So definitely is mineral related. Good question. Good, yeah, good observation. It seems that anytime it gets stuck, it's mineral related. It's not doodad or anything like that.
I think the problem is probably this self.last scout position dot distance to probe
Why?
equals 0. Like maybe it's some sort of decimal number where it's just coming as like 0.00001 or something.
Does that mean that's our rounding then? Are we running into a problem?
Oh, just like a imprecision problem.
Oh, okay.
Of like where it's reporting the probe is. So.
Oh, interesting. You less than. That's such a simple fix. Oh.
Although, I mean, the worry is that you would get false positives on this, where if frames are too close and it's like not moving that far, but I can try it.
Okay, well, we're gonna do a quick peek because actually I have to round off ending the stream today, but let's see how this works. And then we'll come back to next week. And then we'll also start the second part of the challenge, which will be just like Dogtato suggested, actual pathing. So I'm really excited. Like I'm 100% up to feedback on how to improve this challenge. I think it's not able to get the position because the minerals aren't in the pathing map beyond the main base, if I remember correctly. Really? Like the minerals themselves are not. Is it because maybe the minerals are in like maybe some sort of fractional position and it's not? I'd have to think on that one. That's interesting. Let's see where this goes for a second. Oh, it's where's the box? Oh, there's something. Why didn't it print them? Oh no, something's wrong because now it did it after 50. Okay, so let's see if we can fix that because I'm pretty sure it did it after 50 and then it started.
That's weird that with the list is less than the number you put in. It doesn't.
Are you talking about are we talking about the drawing still, or is that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually have to get going, but let's round this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I thought it was a little fun. Like I said, I'm going to start by making assembly. Mind me says reverse the array.
No, it's fine, but if you put in a number that's bigger than the array, it doesn't like subscript it right. The direction is correct.
For the wait, are we talking about for the drawing of the cubes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I guess if you reverse it, it does work.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna round this up. We'll actually put that in the to-do. We'll fix this the next time. Or actually, I'll probably fix it off stream. I'll fix it off or try to fix it off screen. So I will take feedback from people who have suggestions. Oh, did that work? Points not reverse. It didn't light up.
I was gonna.
You keep trying, Dogtato, while I close off the stream. All right, so
that permanently reverses it. Oops. Yeah.
Oh snap! I just realized my one of my things have been up this entire time. I hope not. I hope my notepad hadn't been up this entire time. Okay, that would be unfortunate. Okay. Okay. Ending off the stream. So thank you very much. Thank you everyone who showed up. Goal is to make assembly a lot more bite size. We would bring down the projects down to once a month, try to make the challenges a little bit smaller. We will try still going back to the ladder. The new micro ladder. We'll be going for the new micro ladder, but we will keep it very contained, very, single project only. for the micro ladder so it doesn't stretch on for the months, because last times it was a bit of months. And not that I don't mind it, but I want to make sure that if you're just coming into the project from the beginning, it's not this huge sprawling project. So hopefully you had a good time here. I'm taking suggestions for the project. I mean, for this particular challenge, like I said, this challenge, I'm going to open it up to all the members to try on their own or try in groups or whatever. But this is beta testing, and I wanted to test this out and just say, hey, you know, first let me see if we can solve it, how we can figure it out, and then let it out for everybody else to try. And I've taken feedbacks and suggestions. Actually, I need to change my... Get close, turn off this music for a sec. Okay, so thank you very much. Obviously, if you want to join us next week, you are more than welcome to join us here. I'm also, for those of you who want every Tuesday, I release a newsletter. I release a newsletter which contains just sort of musings that I've been working on, but also what I'm working on for Probots, what I'm working on, like some of the interesting things happening in the community in terms of what is, like, you know, some of the some plugins or tools I've found for bot making that have come across, whether I've used it or other people have recommended it to me, and general tips that I picked up from other people that I have interviewed in bot making. So I release it bi-weekly Tuesday. This is brand new, so if you haven't heard of it, don't worry. But actually, we're up there, actually. You know, people have actually started signing up, so I'm excited. Free to sign up, obviously. Click it, subscribe for it. My next one's coming out tomorrow, and I'm hoping to make it on tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about some of the best Python bots to copy, quote unquote copy. So check it out for that. That comes out tomorrow. And if you are wanting to get in on this every week, we're here Mondays, 5:30 p.m. ! Join and become a member. If not, just get the subscription. Just go join the newsletter, and I'll give you some of the best updates of what we've been working on. And obviously, Probots coming out, and then bits of code. I am heavily working on that. That is a big part of what I am trying to put together, is bits of code. That episode is in the works. Other than that, hopefully, I'll see you next week, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Happy coding.